no tomorrow. Katie Turner was a 30-year-old Canadian police officer with an exemplary record. She was a good-looking young woman with longish blonde hair and striking blue eyes. On the morning of the 22nd of September 2018, she was reported missing by her dispatch unit based in Colchester, Nova Scotia. They requested a missing persons investigation to be carried out immediately after she failed to show up for work for the first time in her 7-year-long career. She had not once been late and was known as the go-to colleague for filling in last-minute shifts and late assignments. Jim, her patrol partner, described her absence and lack of communication as very out of character and immediately went to check her apartment with a spare key she had given him. He testified that he found her alarm clock ringing and nothing out of place. Katie Turner's credit card was traced to an Uber driver at 3:40 a.m. the night before. The driver was located by the police, and he testified that he picked up a male and female from the ale bar and dropped them off at the end of a street just 6 minutes away. He also stated that he could sense tension between them during the short journey. The ale bar's security cameras were then checked, and the police discovered Katie talking, kissing, and dancing with a man, who at the time was unknown and unnamed. The closest point of surveillance to the Uber destination was the rear parking lot of a leisure center situated about 50 yards from the street where they were dropped off from the cab. Investigators checked the CCTV recordings from the night before and saw a barefooted character dragging a large wheeled bin shortly before 5 a.m. Then, 7 minutes later, the same figure is seen dragging the bin, with some difficulty because of the weight, in the opposite direction. The same man is then traced and seen dragging the bin to a location underneath the Mackenzie Bridge. When he emerges from the other side, the security camera footage shows him dragging the wheeled bin more quickly as it appears that it has been emptied. This area was immediately searched, and Katie's lifeless body was discovered at 3:30 p.m. on the day she never turned up for work. She had 2 black eyes, a broken nose, and her cause of death was ruled as asphyxiation, most likely due to strangulation. As forensics got to work on Katie's body at the crime scene, the police strengthened their operation and declared the figure of the man in the CCTV footage as their priority. Just over 48 hours later, they had found out the man's identity. A member of staff at the ale bar testified that it was Chris Gardner, who had worked at the ale house as a doorman in 2014, 4 years earlier. The following Tuesday night, Chris was spotted on the same surveillance camera that covered Mackenzie Bridge, driving his girlfriend's car. He was seen driving up to the location where Katie's body had been dumped, presumably after noticing the body was gone. He was located and arrested at his apartment on the early hours of Wednesday morning. He was immediately subjected to interrogation.